support for a boxing match, but we certainly... Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? That straight had to hurt. They exchange punches. You'd like to see more jabs. Counter shot lands. It is a sunny and hot day, and no, we're not inside. No air conditioning, or air con, as they say in the UK.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. Want to cool you down, want to ice you back, want to give you instructions in your head, and want to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Can't score with that jab. A perfect counter shot. That jab won't score. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, we're in. And there's the bell to start round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Misses with the straight left. Nice counter shot. Fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Can't land that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. And there's the bell for round three. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Beautiful Beautiful counter punch. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Good counter punching. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he scores with the counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Catch and shoot. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Can't land the jab there. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. What would you tell this guy he's got? And there's the bell to start round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. He can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have the quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Sugar Ray's in trouble. Let's talk about Leonard in that. On to the 5th we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter shot. Respect for each other's punching power. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nope, that hook won't score. A perfect counter lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
It's bombs away. Good one. Punch, counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of defense here at all. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Forget about the round.
On to the 6th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. There's a counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice counter. When are we going to see a jab from these two? And he just missed with that left jab. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray and there's the bell to start round 7. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he misses with that straight left. Jab misses. That counter punch caught him clean. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Well done with that counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Beautiful counter shot. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Both men step back for just a moment. That hook was off target. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that. And we enter the 8th round. Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. The stamina is off the charts. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. We knew it was going to be close, but that's as close as it gets. It is a draw. No winners and no losers.
I will. Fair. And for the fans, I feel sorry for the fans because they wanted to walk